Alright, I've been sitting here for like 6 hours. Well, more or less here. Went off and did a couple little things, but I've been staying over. This is all filled in with grass now. And I'm like 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45 meters away, so. I've, I'm far enough away if something was going to spawn, you'd think it would have. And unless it spawned when I wasn't looking and then, like, immediately and uncharacteristically stampeded off the edge like, well, like lemmings reportedly do. I don't know. I don't see anything that occurred and then went anywhere. It's just weird. So, I don't know what the deal is with that. Well, that'll be something to, I guess, just wait and see. I don't know what else to do about it. Did a couple of things. Oh, hilariously, I ran out of room. I have enough emeralds that I couldn't stack them all in a thing 9 spots wide. So I've got them cubing now, and there's that. I also, it occurred to me I didn't actually have a water source up here, so I expanded this to let me pick up water from the middle. I built this back here because, for whatever reason, just occasionally if I'm standing here fishing, it doesn't break, but water somehow leaks out the back and takes out all my torches. So, I haven't had it happen since. I'm hoping this will catch any water that happens to escape and it doesn't somehow wash over the redstone. I suppose I could replace it if that happens. I do have some of that stuff. Otherwise, I went back into the nether for a bit. Yeah, I don't know why I can't talk today. Because I had a thought. Oh, you know what? I had a couple of thoughts. I should mention this. So this is a flat world, which means that squids don't spawn naturally. And the reason is that sea level is considered level 0. I don't know for sure, and I've tried to find out either way. No one has ever even asked the question that I can find. But maybe, I don't know. With 64 of these, I can get a squid egg, which I could cram into that and have squids spinning around, sort of like the villagers were before I took out their spawn box. I'm not convinced, the more I think about it, that if I set that in here anywhere, things would spawn. You would think so, because the guardians, obviously, are spawning despite having no water around them. But I'm not sure that would work with squids, because even with a spawner, I think they're supposed to be... The rules aren't weird. It's like they need to be between levels 42 and 62, and that may be relative to the closest solid block beneath them. It's weird. And I'm just not convinced I'm ever going to be able to get squids to spawn out of a box like that. Kind of tempted to copy the game and, hack in cheats and just give myself a squid egg to see if that would help. But, as of now, I'm just sort of assuming I can't do it. Oh, So my thinking with the nether is this. It occurred to me that for about the first time in history, it's easier for me to get ender eyes. I mean, obviously I've got all this, which is really the hard part. And I've got that thing still operational, which means it's dropping the occasional enderman to its death. So I can build eyes without any problem. I've already got the 12 I'm going to need to get to the end where there will be more endermen. And I've got, I don't know. They only stack to 16, which is why I can't get an enderman egg. Yeah, I could probably try that real quick. I've honestly never... I just can't imagine a way that would work. So yeah, I've got this many. But let's say for the sake of argument, I went over to Chester, who wants 64 of these. And I have 64 of them. Is there any chance that for some reason his physics, dynamics, whatever... I just don't see this ever working. Which is too bad, because I wouldn't mind having a enderman drop. Yeah, see, that it says 64 there concerns me. So that's not right. And I can't... Can I do... If it was 32, I might be able to do it. But there's nothing here to click and get out of there. So the fact is, that can't happen. Yeah, which gets me back to thinking about cheating. I guess I could just to do it, I could throw 64 of those over the side and then cheat myself an enderman egg? I don't know. It's an option. But it's not what I want to do today. I'll think about it. I might playtest that squid thing too and see if I don't know. Basically, this map has... Oh, nuts is not what I wanted. This map has some flaws. Limitations. I don't know why I'm trying to... The only way this would work is if it were on the top row. Yeah, I don't care. Alright, so anyway, so I have 8 empty buckets, you may have noticed. I'm going to go in here. And it's going to make the frame rate suck. But what are you going to do? I came in here earlier. I just want to jump is all. Ugh. You done? And seriously, my voice is just doomed. Came in and went all the way the hell over somewhere and tunneled my way back, and as a result I now have a ladder getting me down to lava. And that's good. I hope I have 8 slots. Yeah. That's good, because here's my other thought. Why the hell is that there? Oh, I know why. Yeah, I had it in my little torch slot for a reason, and I overthumped placing ladders. Alright, so let's find a spot. Actually, over here would probably be best. I don't know how deep this gets. Let's find out. 1 lava, 2 lava, 3 lava, 4 lava, not 4 lava, 5, 6, 7, 8. That gives me 8 more lavas. Bahaha. And the reason I want them is to take them back to the overworld, dump them in water and get some obsidian, because the place is getting large enough now that occasionally there's, you know, something that I set down. I don't want to have it on me, so I set it somewhere in a crate, chest, whatever. And then I'm in the wrong place and I have to walk a kilometer to get it back. But I could probably just do ender crates and, you know, position them strategically and Let me think about a way to do this. I could probably put this here, and it needs to be big enough. Is that going to be a mess? I don't want it right here, because then I have to jump over it. Oh, and I don't want it here because it'll freeze. So let's do it over here somewhere. I guess these are all open now. I'll just put it here. It can't hurt anything here. Is that a torch then? Okay. And, oh no. I didn't really leave myself a middle. Oh, there's 8. So, we'll just make another infinite water source. And that works. And this, of course, is going to be a bit messy, but... and then I can just, probably get these back before I kill them. Just remember to not put them in the middle, and that way the water will always be there. Okay. And then just... can't remember, I think I had a whole bunch of efficiency on this. Yeah. Even so, obsidian takes a minute. Well, a few seconds. But philosophically, it takes a minute. Why are you not picking that up? What reason could there be for not picking that up? I am highly confused. That was really... I've never seen that. Huh. That's weird. Anyway. Go grab... yeah, I'm gonna have to go upstairs. This is what I'm talking about. If I just had... No, actually, I only need one of... Well, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna need... Well, actually, I have Ender Eyes, and I just don't care. The pointlessness of running all the way over here and climbing upstairs just to grab something that I haven't got accentuates the point. The other neat part of this, I don't have Silk Touch on my pickaxe. Which means if I want to mine one of these things up after I've set it down, I'll just get, 8 blocks of obsidian without the Ender Eye in the middle. But again, apart from having to walk around to get to these things, I'm not really going to run out of Ender Eyes. So, let's just do this and... There it is. So, if I just set this, yeah, I don't necessarily want it to be right here. Let's put it here. That'll Okay, that would be a... Well, how does this work? Oh, badly. I was thinking there would be a symmetry to it, but it's too late for that. Kind of know a really good place to put it. I'll just put it here. It's easy enough to find. And then, I'll grab some of these so that I always have blaze rods with me. Because this will hold, what, 327 things? Yeah, put another one down. Well, I need more lava first, but with enough obsidian, I can make however many of these I want. Probably throw one down by the cobblestone generator. Maybe even just put one in the nether. Probably have one here somewhere, so that I can dump. Oh, the problem, of course. I don't think I have. Seems like I should have a couple of funnels somewhere, but I don't know what I did with them. I didn't put them in here, did I? They're probably up by the villagers. Yeah, I can grab some of that. Which I don't think he wants for anything, but we'll find out later. Don't really care if the sun sets, I'm not going to be here. And we're loading. Yeah, that lasts all of 3 seconds. You think I could just sit still and not have a problem? But that's not how I do things, I guess. Some lava. You really need to just dry this all out. Where are you exactly? I don't want to talk to you right now. Do not shoot at me because I made this out of netherrack and therefore you can break it. Not entirely certain why I haven't cut the video to just wander back and forth. I'm setting a record. I'm up to 18.5 minutes. Get in there. Nighttime, if that matters. Alright. Obsidian. See if it actually picks these things up immediately this time. Anyway, I think I have a couple of hoppers up by the villagers. As far as I know, and I don't know if I've ever really tested it, you can't put a hopper on top of a, you know, ender crate and get to, that would be nice, but I don't think it's possible. I doubt you can put one in a minecart. That would just be neat, have it just one way or the other, all the stuff falling down from my spawn box. Spawn room, whatever you call it. Just landing on one of these things and teleporting to wherever I want to be. Granted, it would fill up pretty quickly. Where am I? Yeah, I do have one. Let me just go find out, because I don't think this will work. Okay. That does not appear to work. And I assume that was just a fact that it doesn't work. Yeah. Well, then that doesn't help me. Whoa, sprint. Let me find a, oh, go find a place for this to help us. So right now I've got, you know, go stash this one next to the cobblestone so I can just dump in, you know, fresh rocks. And then I'll probably have a third over there somewhere, and might. I don't see an advantage to putting one in the nether. Like, what am I going to do? Fill buckets with lava and stash them in and walk back and pull them back out? It's pointless. Oh, I don't care. Put it there where I can see it. And then I can just do that. As an example, don't need this. So yeah, if I just have these things set up here and there, and then maybe just try to carry one with me so I can always thump it down, and it'll be a little like having a shulker box backpack, but different. So not much like it at all, really. Is this all? This is all filled in. Alright, so I can get 38 more dirt blocks. That would be useful, I guess. Something else occurred to me. It's not terribly important to anything, but things fall in here, we know that, and then move away, you know, somewhere. But what's interesting, and this is not a good example, is over time they start homogenizing. There. This is not because, you know, 320 spiders all died in a row and each lost an eye. It's just the nature of juggling stuff around. It falls in here and goes somewhere, and you know, when this falls through and into another hopper that happens to have bones already, it'll just start. Well, it's doing it right here. Sorta. Not that important, I just thought it was neat that technically by the time it gets to the end here, it's, you know, it's begun a trend, I guess. And the trend in this case is giving me a bunch of spider eyes that I honestly can't think of any use for. So, the cart's going to come by, grab a couple of these. Probably more than a couple, because I think it's all three together. Yeah, well, so. And then they just fall in, and the whole thing just... If I stood here for a minute and it came back, you'd see it. That would drop to like 29. I'd guess. Where is the card? Probably just got stalled somewhere. There it is. So, cart's driving by. Should see it there in a sec, yeah. And snakes stuff out, and 26, really. Huh, it's driving more at a time than I thought. That's one of the things, even with 3 carts all squished together and running simultaneously, they're not rapid. I mean, all things considered, a single cart apparently is going all the way up there, coming all the way back down, grabbing 3 things, and just repeating. But, you know, over time, I guess it adds up, because some of these crates up here are pretty full. And as granting, I've been pulling stuff out of them to put into my whole wall of stuff. What else is... Just no animals. I don't understand that. Because if they don't spawn here... This is level 66 in plains, right? You couldn't have a more optimal spot for something to spawn on grass. Provided I'm 32 meters away. And... there's grass right here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Right here is outside, like, the sphere of not intervention, what am I? Or intrusion. There's a word that I can't think of right now. Interference. I'm far enough away that I don't prevent things from, you know, spawning in proper conditions, and these conditions are as proper as you could get. I know animals can spawn, because I've got those things spawning. This isn't because there's a spawn box in the middle, it's just they occasionally spawn on the mycelium down there. Which isn't... I don't think that's as good as spawning up here. Maybe it is. Maybe because it's a flat world, sea level is 0, squids can't happen. Maybe it would be better down there, but... Short of thumping down a cage. Which I could do, and then pigs would, you know, fall out of it, but... Then I would just have to destroy it so they didn't interfere with sheep and chickens spawning. Chickens, meanwhile, I could kind of get over here. Probably occasionally do, in fact. I know I've had like about 3 of them fall slowly down the chute and end up somewhere, but never at the same time, so... I can't, I've never been able to get 2 of them existing at once to feed and have them mate and give me a hatchling chicken, which then would actually grow up and start laying eggs, and I could just, you know, have all the chickens I wanted from that. So, I don't know. It's... This map has a few problems, and I don't know what to do about them. Probably I just won't even try to get a squid egg. If I can get, sheep to happen. Eventually I can dye one of them black, and that'll give me black wool. I don't know what I'm supposed to do if I want, like, black glass or anything else. Oh. There was one other thing. Well, I was looking squid up to make sure to see what what the problem might be. It occurred to me that ink is actually junk. So there's the rod I've been using all this time. I assembled this one so that it'll catch things quickly, but also not just catch good stuff, because ink and a couple other things are actually considered junk. That if you have a lucky rod, you won't get it. And I think that's why I haven't caught ink in a while. Watch me catch some right now, that'd be perfect. And by right now, I mean, just anytime. Yeah, okay. What was that anyway? Yeah. Well, so, and that's, half an hour. Didn't actually really, I guess we started up on these things, but aside from that, it's more of an episode of noting what I'm not going to be able to do, and like ever getting this cart to actually go the right way. So I can't get an Enderman egg, I can't apparently get anything to spawn, which wrecks any plans I might have had for infinite chickens and sheep. And anything but, well, cows I could easily do. I could just clip mushroom cows and that, or even just get 64. I think it's raw beef that Jester wants, and get an egg for them, but what's the point, really? These are almost grown back. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well. That's what we've got. It's just kind of a mess. For now. Alright, well. What? Give me one more. Really? This game is just not working in my favor today. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it didn't work. I need 8. There we go. So, yeah, we're over time and didn't even do anything, apart from these. Oh well, I'm gonna go lurk up here and, oops, well, you know what, I'll just throw this in there because that's my point. And this being, well over 32 meters, I can't even see the thing. But it's over there. And, I don't know what it takes to get something to spawn, but maybe it'll just eventually happen. We'll find out over time. See you later. Bye.